and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
88.
The first carry for DeAndre Washington. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
14-yard gain. It's 4th down.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 5-yard line.
Check 24. Strong right.
From his goal line here, Locke. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Check 31. Reggie. 11 B.
Luck now to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
First down, Los Angeles.
Let's go, Mexico. Kill. Watch twitch.
On 1st down, Locke. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Switch. Check. Craig. Try 7.
Throwing on 3rd down, Locke. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Credit the sack there to Arden Key.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Fielded just inside the 20. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially given 15. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, But the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
They'll start the drive with Washington. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Back at the 31-yard line.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Check 26. Wrong right. Check 9.
Back to throw. Love. He finds Hopkins complete. And an alley to run. DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Touchdown, L.A. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing. And for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Check nickel.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And some room to roam now. And all the way inside the Oakland 20 into the red zone. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 64 yards on the ground. So from their own 20 all the way to the red zone now. A chance to capitalize on 1st and 10. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Rodgers now on 1st down. Safarian Jenkins has it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help in that contract time.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 22-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. Flush to his right. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Raiders 1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On the keeper. Incomplete. Out of the end zone. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And this is caught by Watkins for an Oakland touchdown. Sammy Watkins in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Joseph now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's put that team on the bus.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now he'll let it go deep left side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Oakland. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Covered a lot of ground there. 81 yards on the punt return. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. These two teams have been in the same division, meeting twice a year for decades, and there was some buzz in the press box earlier about the Holy Roller game in 1978. That's when Ken Stabler was about to get sacked, fumbled the ball, it got pushed forward, Dave Casper fell on it in the end zone, and the Raiders would win 21-20, and that was the catalyst for changing the offense's ability to advance a recovered fumble. Little history lesson for all you youngsters out there. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
Brought down back at the 45-yard line.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 4 down. Hey, check like that. Go.
Throwing is Rodgers. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 29-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Hey, Delta.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Not that time for Watkins, and that'll bring up second down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
And he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his fifth touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. Extra point splits the uprights. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Joseph now to kick this one away. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On second and a yard, Luck. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game.
11. Reggie.
Luck. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
12.
On second and 10, Locke. Flushed out right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Under 10. Check 43. Joker.
Now it's locked. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Come. Hey, Charlie. Check. Hey, check.
On fourth down, Locke. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is caught, that they say, out of bounds. That would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
49's the mic. Let's go, defense. Hey, wahoo!
From the 40 now on second down. Rodgers nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Check Mike 33. It's our time. Smooth. Mike, check 33.
Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Rashawn Gary. And this defense will take over right at midfield.
He's checking.
Luck on first down. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
Check three.
Second and 6.
Check three. Gone right. Slam.
Here's Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and 15. Here's Luck. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Here's Luck. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up second and 10.
Let's go, Mexico. 12. 59. Mike's 59. Let's go, deep. Topper. 11V. He's checking crack. Mike 5'9". Reggie. Let's get off the field, defense.
Luck gonna throw it. It's complete to Hopkins. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown of the night. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
The Raiders take over. Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Get 300. Get 300. We can get it.
Now this time, Rodgers will throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Fresno.
Throwing now, Luck. And the catch made by Hopkins. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Sponge. No. Hey, check. Double up. On.
Now Luck. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Throwing is Luck. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for our visitors, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for Oakland, the slide continues as they drop now to 3-12. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.